Have you ever wondered what would happen if you just quit? No more scrolling, no more likes, no more endless feeds. Well, I did. I completely shut down all my social media accounts for an entire month. And what I discovered was, honestly, shocking. Before this experiment, my days felt like a blur. I'd wake up, grab my phone, and dive headfirst into a sea of updates, memes, and other people's lives. My attention span was shot, and I constantly felt this low-grade anxiety, like I was always missing out on something. The first few days without social media were tough. Really tough. My thumb would instinctively reach for apps that weren't there anymore. I felt disconnected, almost like a ghost in my own life. I'd find myself wondering what my friends were up to, what was trending, what major news I was missing. It was a genuine sense of withdrawal, and it made me realize just how deeply ingrained these platforms were in my daily routine. But then, something shifted. Around the 1-week mark, the silence started to feel less like a void and more like peace. I started noticing the world around me again. The taste of my morning coffee, the sound of birds outside my window, the simple pleasure of reading a book without being interrupted by a single notification. My mind, which had been racing 24/7, finally started to slow down. I could focus on a single task for hours, a feat that had felt impossible just weeks before. I finished projects I'd been putting off for ages. My creativity came flooding back because my brain wasn't constantly being bombarded with external content. Instead of consuming, I started creating again. I reconnected with friends, but this time, it was different. I picked up the phone and called them. We met for coffee, had real, uninterrupted conversations, and looked each other in the eye. The quality of these interactions was infinitely richer than any like or comment. The most profound change, however, was in my mental health. That constant feeling of comparison, of not being good enough, smart enough, or successful enough, just vanished. When you're not constantly seeing everyone's curated highlight reels, you stop measuring your behind-the-scenes reality against them. I started feeling more content with my own life, my own journey. I wasn't anxious about missing out, because I was too busy living my own actual life. It was like a heavy blanket I didn't even know I was carrying had been lifted off me. Coming back online after 30 days was strange. The noise, the urgency, the sheer volume of information felt overwhelming. The experiment completely rewired my relationship with technology. It's not about demonizing social media. It's about using it with intention. So, what's the big takeaway? A month-long digital detox might not be for everyone, but it taught me that true connection, focus, and peace of mind are often found in the spaces between the posts and the scrolls. It's about reclaiming your time and your attention. If you're feeling overwhelmed or burnt out, maybe it's time to consider a little digital disconnect of your own. You might be shocked by what you find. Thanks so much for watching and sharing this journey with me. If this resonated with you, give this video a like and hit that subscribe button for more experiments in mindful living. See you in the next one.